Mount rigs with dozens of individual shape keys and sliders gets chaotic fast. What if I tell you there is an easier or more practical way of using your facial rig to set up a full production-ready lip-sync rig? Example of this process in depth were used by a lot of animators on YouTube, like DillionGoo, TheSicklywizard, that one Zelda animator from 2020. No, not the one animator. Yeah, this guy. This guy basically set up his rig for animation as well too. And now you will know how to set up this rig. But before you watch this video, you can go ahead and watch one of my old videos on rigging an anime head using AutoRig Pro, because in this video I'm going to use AutoRig Pro for my full process. To understand the process, you need to learn the logic behind the two constraints, limit and action. A limit constraint simply limits the bone's distance, location, rotation, or scale to a set value. This is useful so an animator doesn't drag the bone out of place during animation, or, in my case, be used to allow action to be driven. So for the limit constraint, how this works is very simple. Basically, you will set a value according to the limit you want. So let's say for the maximum value, you will have 0.06. Or for the minimum value, you'll have negative 0.06. These are the locations we will limit the bone to. So only move in that direction, in that small box, on the X, Y, and Z axis. It will be a similar thing if we want to do rotation. Basically, you could rotate about a full 360 degrees. But we don't want to do that. We want to actually limit this to actually 60 degrees and negative 60 degrees. So it only rotates to 60 degrees and negative 60 degrees. The same will apply for scale as well, because you could set a limit to the scale at how much we want to scale the rig for. So in the end, we will get a result something like this, what I will be showing on the screen right now. Now the action constraint. What is an action constraint? An action constraint allows a user to control a facial movement set up with the action sheet in Blender. So basically what we did before is limit the location and the scale and the rotation, so the bone only moves in that certain direction. How this works is if I animate the mouth making the MVP sound and call it Marina Phonemes MVP, I want to tell Blender, hey, use this action when the physical control move up on the Z-axis at a distance of 0.06 meters. Now, in the action constraint shown here, you will select the target rig. Then the bone, in my case, will be mouth_phonemes control. You want to set the mix to after the original align. Basically what it does, when you go back to 0 at the rest pose, with the default expression, it will be set back to the origin. So basically 0 is the origin, the default expression of the rig. So it's basically the same thing as with shape keys, where the base of the shape key will be the default position of the face, and when you trigger the other shape key, it will make an expression or the mouth open or something like along those lines. It's similar to shape keys, but we're doing it with actions and limit constraints on the rig. Target is the bone location data. We want to use this in my case. MVP will be the trigger on the positive Z at 0.06, because that is what I set it to. The location value for the minimum will be set to 0.00, because that will be the rest pose at 0. As for the action section for the constraint, the action is basically a time lapse of the action. So basically what you do is animate from 0 to 10, what you want it to be. So in my case, I have 0 to 10. So basically 0 will be the rest position of the face, and 10 will be the full completed animation. So we'll be moving between that. So what I want to tell Blender is when I'm moving from 0.00 to 0.06, I will trigger this animation. And then when we do all of that for the axis, it will make a full phonemic setup. And you don't want this to be set to world space because then it will just mess up the whole thing. So make sure to set everything to local space. I forgot to mention that. Now you understand the concept, now it's time to apply the idea. So now if you go to this video, you will see the full time lapse of me setting up all the mouth shapes and the rig, which is unedited. This video was just to explain the concept to you guys. So now you could go ahead and go onto that video, which will be just an unedited version with me setting it up. Thank you for watching this video, and if you want to continue watching my content, you could go ahead and watch this video that will pop up on the screen right about now. And if you want to check out a playlist on different Blender stuff I save over the years, you could check this out. And that's it for the video. Goodbye.